Come in.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Would you please hold this while we talk? It's
Sure.
a tool we use in our business. I have a question for you. Do you remember Silly Putty?
Yeah.
You could shape it, stretch it, mold it. Well, we have this thing in our business that we call Silly Putty tickets. We can shape and mold these tickets to meet your specific needs and help you increase your sales. So my first question for you would be, how many local salespeople do you have?
We have 5 right now.
Okay. And about how many key accounts does each salesperson have?
I'd say about 5 also.
Sure. Okay. And of those accounts, what would you say the size of an important account is?
Anything over $10,000 is considered priority for
Okay.
us.
Sure. Yep. And then, considering of your salespeople, how important is new business to those sales team?
Very important actually, because it sets the tone for future business if you're able to deliver the first time.
Exactly. Yeah. And then my last question for you would be, do you have a strict plan designed specifically to attract new business every month?
No, not a strict plan per se, no.
That's understandable because, it's tough to get salespeople to focus on new business. But by using our Silly Putty tickets, you can get them to focus on new business and you can keep track. For example, the first step would be to have each salesperson identify to you in writing which prospects are key to them. That shouldn't be too difficult to do, would it?
No.
Okay, so most of my clients tell me that the key to building business from those new prospects is for the salesperson to develop a good relationship with them, usually through constant contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of times, to build that relationship, salespeople will use an out-of-office activity like golf or sometimes lunch. However, the problem is sometimes people say that with golf, they may not feel like they're good enough to play, in public, so it can be more embarrassing to play than not,
Mm-hmm.
and it can get pretty expensive. And in terms of lunch, when you think about it, when was the last time you had a memorable chicken sandwich at lunch?
I had a forgettable one this morning actually, so.
Exactly, that's my point. So, here's how it works. A person will call one of their clients that they've been working with for a while, and they'll say, how about joining me for a Mallards game next week? They'll say, I have the president's seats. Now, this isn't a situation where they're just giving away the tickets, but they're actually inviting the prospect to go with them to the game. This actually gives the salesperson a chance to do some real out-of-the-office bonding in order to really develop that relationship. Giving away these tickets, that wouldn't really help build the relationship, so that's why you want to actually invite the client with you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your sales team would be willing to spend 2 to 3 hours at one of our Mallards games with the client to build that relationship?
Yeah, but couldn't they just go to StubHub for those tickets?
I hear that a lot. A lot of people think that StubHub is a good strategy, but the problem with StubHub is that you can't always control the pricing on the tickets. Sometimes it fluctuates in price, and you don't always know if you're going to get prime seats. Sometimes you get nosebleed seats, so that can be a disadvantage as
Right.
well.
It's kind of whatever's left.
Sure. That's pretty much what we have. And so, actually, I have an evidence letter here for you from other
Mhm.
companies that thought maybe StubHub would be a good idea. But after investing in our tickets, they really thought it was a good idea. And as you can see, they really have expressed their interest. And sometimes what would be an even better idea would be when taking a prospect to a game, if you as the manager or maybe your sales manager could go as well. Would you be willing to do that occasionally for the right account?
Sure, yeah.
And
Of course.
do you really think it would be asking too much of your salesperson to just spend one evening a month with that key prospect at one of our games?
Not at all.
Great. So our season is about 6 months long. If each salesperson took just one key prospect a month per game to one of our games, or per month to one of our games, each salesperson would bring about 6 new prospects every season. Now, of those prospects, how many do you think would end up as customers?
Hopefully at least one or two.
Sure. So if each salesperson converts maybe just, let's say, one prospect to become a new customer, that would be $10,000 for each new salesperson. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Mhm.
So with 5 new salespeople, that would be $50,000 in new business. So you understand how I arrived at this number?
Mm-hmm.
So, now that we've been focusing on new business, you might actually want to think about your existing clients as well, because after all, your competitor may be out there trying to build the same relationship with those same clients.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be asking too much to have your sales team also spend just one evening with an existing client in addition to those new prospects?
No, not at all.
Great.
Got to keep those relationships strong.
Sure, that's great to hear. And so to give each salesperson one game a month, to take out one prospect, you would need 5 games per month. Does that
Mhm.
make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
So you would need an additional amount of games per month for the salesperson to take an existing client out as well. So probably just another additional game per month. So we'll talk now about some of the ticket pricing that would maybe work best for you.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what you have told me, here's what I would probably suggest you do. Our best seats are located in the club level. They're known as the Drake Club. With these tickets, guests can enjoy members only bar. They get specialized team decor. They occasionally will get visits from ex-players, and there's numerous more sponsorships opportunities that we provide
Mhm.
that you can enjoy. So really, the cost to have this plan controlled new business effort is really it's quite minimal for the return when you think about it. For each salesperson to take just one key prospect a month and one current client, you would need probably 6 games per month,
Mm-hmm.
or a total of 36 games per season. So the return on the investment is actually quite substantial. If each salesperson brought in one piece of new business, your sales would actually increase by $50,000. So since you would need 36 total games, I would probably recommend a full season ticket. The cost for 10 full season tickets to have that to your sales team would be around $7,920. So when you think about that, how happy do you think you would be with those results? A decision that would be worth at least $50,000 in new business, but with potentially up to $250,000 in new business by investing less than $8,000.
The numbers sound good. I feel like I would need to think about it though.
Well,
Talk it over with my team.
I could get that order and process it today if you're interested. But I understand if you want to think about it. But really, if you really do take time to think about it, and you think about the $50,000 in new business that you could make by investing less than $8,000, do you think you would still be inclined to do it?
I mean, just based on those, and those are conservative estimates. So the way you put it that way, I think we should do it.
Great. That sounds like a plan. Would you prefer the account in your name or the company's name?
Company's name works best for me.
Great. I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the time.
Good doing business with you.
Yep, you too.